In this video, you will learn how to dimension a floor plan in AutoCAD. We will be creating a new annotative dimension style, which will be used to dimension the architectural floor plan. Before we create a new dimension style, we must ensure that we are using the proper layer. On the top ribbon within the Home tab, you will notice a tab entitled Layer Properties. This will show all of the layers that have been created in a project. Within the created layers, you should have a layer entitled Dimension. This layer should be the color green, have a continuous line type, and have a line weight of 0.014 inches. To use the dimension layer for your drawing, select the drop-down option on the layer and select the dimension layer. There are many different types of architectural dimension styles. In this video, we are going to concentrate on this specific floor plan and the best dimension style that fits the standards. Once you have your dimension layer, we can now go over the dimension style. To edit your dimension style, select the tab entitled Annotate. You will notice a small arrow in the far right of the Dimensions tab. Select this arrow, then select the tab Modify. This will allow you to customize and create your own dimension style. Since we have already created the dimension style, we will simply go through each setting for the dimension style. In the Lines setting, your color, line type, and line weight should all be by block. If these settings need changing, select any of the drop-downs and change them to by block. Baseline spacing should be set at 3/8 inches and length at 1 inch. Extend beyond ticks, extend beyond dim lines, and offset origin should all be set at 1/16 inches. In the symbols and arrows setting, your first, second, and leader arrowheads should be set at architectural tick with an arrow size of 3 32 inches. For center marks, select the checkbox Mark and set its size to 3 32 inches. Set the break size to 1/8 inches and set the arc length symbol as preceding dimension text. Set the jog angle to 45 and set the jog height factor to 1.5 inches. In the text setting, set the text style to standard, text color to by block, fill color to none, text height to 3 32 inches, and fraction height scale at 1. For text placement, set the vertical to above, horizontal to centered, view direction left to right, offset from dim line to 3 32 inches, and text alignment to aligned with dimension line. In the fit setting, set fit options as always keep text between extension lines, and text placement to over dimension line without header. For the scale of dimension features, check the box Use Overall Scale of and set the scale to 48. For fine-tuning, check the box Draw Dimension Line between extension lines. In the primary unit setting, set the unit format to architectural, precision to 1/16 inches, fraction format to not stacked, round off to 0, scale factor to 1, 0 suppression to 0 feet, units format to decimal degrees, and precision to 0. In the alternate units and tolerances settings, be sure that your settings are set as shown. Once you have properly inputted the custom dimension settings, be sure to select OK to save the settings. To change the name of your dimension style, right-click on the word Standard and select the tab Rename. For this drawing, we will name the dimension style Floor Plan. Now we can cover how to dimension, the different characteristics of a dimension, and some useful tools to make your dimensions look more professional. Before we start dimensioning, be sure that your Object Snap is on. Object Snap is located on the toolbar on the bottom right and is indicated by a square with a small yellow square. You will know Object Snap is active when the symbol is highlighted blue. To create a dimension, be sure you are within the Annotate tab on the top ribbon and select the tab entitled Dimension. To dimension any length on your drawing, select a point on your drawing, then a second point. This will then prompt you to adjust the height of the dimension by dragging your cursor up and down and left-clicking. You can also input a custom height in feet and inches and press Enter. You will notice that because of the settings we inputted earlier, the unit length, known as the dimension figure, is over the dimension line and shows the length in feet and inches. You will also notice the tick marks we customized on the dimension. To continue your dimension horizontally on this line, select the drop-down option next to the tab Baseline and select the tab Continue. This automatically continues your dimensioning in perfect alignment with your previously made dimension. To exit this command, press the Escape button on your keyboard. If there is a specific dimension you would like to get rid of, simply select the dimension and press Delete on your keyboard. To create a dimension above another dimension, select the drop-down option next to the word Continue and select the tab Baseline. You will notice that the baseline dimension is placed on the most recent dimension. To start the baseline dimension elsewhere, press the Select tab on the command line and select the dimension. Be sure to select the dimension on the left side so that your baseline dimension starts on the leftmost point of the selected dimension. Once you have selected a specific distance to dimension, you will notice that the next dimension is placed above, as we are currently still in the baseline mode. To continue dimensioning horizontally, you must switch back to continue. If you would like to continue on a different dimension, press the select button on the command line or type S and press enter and select the dimension you would like to continue. Be sure to select the right side of the dimension so that your dimensioning continues from the right side. To create a dimension within your drawing, simply select Dimension and select the two lines you would like to dimension. Once you have finished dimensioning your drawing, go to your layout space. This can be accessed on the bottom left of your screen. You can also edit your drawing in layout by double-clicking within your viewport. This will also allow you to center your drawing by double-clicking your mouse wheel. To exit this mode, double-click outside of the viewport. Every drawing has a specific scaling. You will notice that the scaling of this drawing is 1/4 inch is equal to 1 foot. To change the scaling of the drawing, double-click within your viewport. You will notice on the bottom right of your screen a decimal number with a drop-down option. Select the drop-down option and select the scale of your drawing. Now you know how to dimension in AutoCAD. We hope you learned something new and useful in this video. Thank you for watching.